Shot that we got everything set here. Let's go ahead and do it. Referee Ronkley is giving a count, so let's all count it down together. In three, two, one. Tetris. We're underway. The Buko chants, live forever. And real quick, Burb, as this match is getting underway, before we start going over some stats and information, I do want to say this. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. Stand Up to Cancer has reached the $2,500 goal already. And we just launched this last week, Burb. $2,550. We've already gone over the threshold. Let's keep getting that money going. Thanks so much to Ace with a $120 amount contribution in honor of Bidwell's mom. My goodness, that's tremendous.
Yeah, absolutely. Very good contribution there. And yeah, that was just enough to do it, right? We were bought up. That was how much short we were. It was like, all right, let's get it done. Thanks, Ace.
Fantastic. No, thank you so much for that. We have reached the $2,500 goal, but let's keep it going. Use exclamation point SU2C to continue to help contribute to that campaign. And Burb, you know what I had said? We're going to keep it open to Jonas Cup. I mean, maybe we have to increase the goal, right?
Yeah, let's add some more incentives, yeah.
Let's keep going because it's a fantastic organization. Our good friend Andy Stieg, who is here live in the convention center. We're at the Pasadena Convention Center with the SoCal Gaming Expo, great friends of ours. They've done a wonderful job. So thank you so much to all of you contributors for doing that. You're all the best.
Yeah, certainly. So, of course, thank you very much, Ace, for that contribution. As off we run, King. This is second block here of our top 16 at the 17th annual Classic Tetris World Championship. And, man, as we mentioned, some banger matchups here.
No, I mean, you can't ask for another great closeout here. As we are live on the Twitch front page. The world is watching the greats play toe-to-toe. The winners of these matches will go on to our top 8. The quarterfinals of the World Championship is at stake.
Yeah, without questions. I mean, we said it earlier this morning, but we're at a point where anybody that is left in this tournament has a real chance of winning the whole thing. The field is so deep this year compared to previous years where, you know, if you make top 16, you kind of, you know, we had a more top-heavy approach we had a more top-heavy field in previous years, but this year, pretty much anybody, like if you made the bracket, you had a chance.
And that's all anyone ever asked for. Just give me a chance, right? Beam has finally uncovered a Vitz opportunity.
Yeah, and there we go. There's Lombard tuck. We'll resolve that hole. And there we go. Lombard on the right of Tetris for Meme. So as we are getting underway, if you're just joining us here, you're coming from the front page, welcome into the Classic Tetris World Championship. It might be new to what's going on. We are playing on level 18 of the 1989 version of Tetris on the Nintendo, from way back in the day. Very old game. We'll see that speed increase by about 50% as we cross the 130 line threshold. As players clear 130 lines, we will see the speed increase at level 19. And then the level will increase every 10 lines until we get to level 29, where the speed will increase again. At which point they will play to level 39, where it becomes impossible to play. So if you think this is quick, oh, you have not seen anything yet. Just you wait.
Yeah, no, you're in store for a treat, as these are 4 of potentially the best players in the world vying for an opportunity to go to that quarter-final round. So obviously, you know, let's talk about players here real quick. We are getting, again, for you new viewers out there just watching for the first time, this is the Classic Tetris World Championship. We were playing on the 1989 version of the Tetris game. And this is certainly a magnificent one that we love here and dear. And you see some of the greats. So on the top you have Tristop and the Blue Scuti. Blue Scuti, the world-renowned game crasher back in late 2023, and the popularity rose to fame in 2024 when the word spread about his great accomplishment, being the first ever Burb to beat Tetris.
Yeah, it was international. Oh, hang on. Meme at the bottom's into trouble here.
We're trying to avoid getting beaten by Tetris right now.
Yeah, no kidding. It's a nice ass piece of that left side. That really fills that in nicely. And she, oh my word, she's fighting for her life right now, hanging on by a thread. She's set up. Oh, bar comes too late.
Oh! Dirty Tetris! For me, my goodness, Burb, that was filthy.
My God. Man, giving us a heart attack, man. Oh, my word. I have to carry you out of here.
My goodness.
Oh, man. So as we take a look at our bottom matchup as well, right? You had mentioned the top matchup, of course, Scuti and Tristop, a storied matchup for sure. But, of course, Meme and Fractal here, right? Fractal, the 2023 Classic Tetris World Champion when we were back in Portland, Oregon. Meme, the world finalist from last year's tournament. These two are 3-3 lifetime in matches, so this really is the tiebreaker.
Yes, no. What a place to settle it, I guess, right? All right, we've got a transition from Meme with that, bit of a dig as giving Fractal the line opportunity, the line count in the former world champion's favor. Has now joined on level 19. So Meme is about 16 lines ahead here, Burb. My goodness.
Yeah, and this is certainly, if you're Meme, definitely need to step on it a bit because provided both players can utilize all the lines they have left before we get to level 29 and 39 and so on and so forth, that's going to matter, right? You're going to have more time to be, if you know what Meme's score is, you're going to know, okay, I have this much time to get this many points. As Fractal is in a bit of a bind now.
Yeah, Fractal, your 2023 world champion, trying to find his way.
Yeah, and he's gotten out of the mess, King, as he is just flinging pieces over to that left side. And you may be wondering, like, how on earth are these pieces moving so fast? They're utilizing the rolling technique. And, of course, Cheese, right, that guy came up with all those years ago, and now it is the way to win in the world of Classic Tetris.
Indeed, and we had the pleasure yesterday of having Flyhack join for a little bit, right? He kind of gave us the lesson on the rolling and how he developed. He was really the first to kind of come up with a technique such as that. So it's a great listen to. You can listen to that conversation on yesterday's stream. But back at action here, Burb. We have level 24 on Meme's side, 773 to Fractal's 804. He's got a lead there on the top. Tristop, 3+ Tetris lead over Scuti in the early days of that one.
Yeah, though now Tristop's going to have to take a few burns here. He's not going to be in Tetris-ready position for a bit. Scuti able to capitalize with a Tetris of his own. And he is behind in the line count as well. It's about, kind of like with Meme, about 15 lines behind.
And Scuti went with kind of a cheeky Vitz there.
Yeah.
Put him in a bit of a bother. And
Ooh.
All right, he gets the Tetris in to bring this board slightly down. Has opportunity to kind of fix it, but will not Tetris for a little bit. That left side, you can see that shadow T on the left there, is going to slow him down. And he's already down 150,000 points.
Yeah, he's going to have to get out of this quick if he wants a chance to catch up. And certainly, if nothing else, got to have this board ready for level 29. Again, it's 10 lines per level increase at this point here. So you've got about 30 lines left to go until the 29 transition. We see the speed increase again. So certainly these players are obviously capable of playing 29, but you have to be ready for the speed change. That's what really gets people.
It can be jarring for many, but for players of this caliber, they are world class. They know how to handle it. Fractal, just 27,000 points behind, gets a Tetris to take the slimmest of lead, 991 to 988. Again, Meme is ahead in the line count. Fractal has the advantage to know what he would need to go. But Meme, one of the best in the world at level 29, can pour it on. And here we go on the bottom. Meme is there.
Yeah, he's playing on that 29 speed. You see, even faster than the 19 that you saw. Tristop there as well up top. He's at 1.2 million. Scuti still trying to get to that million-point score. And this board is not in great shape going into 29, King.
Ideally, you wouldn't want to have to go through that, but Scuti's going to get this board slightly down, get the split double. The left side easily gets that 5-tap over. And now he's going back to work. Scuti down 7+ Tetrises. A Tetris there. Again, Burp, another player in Scuti that knows how to manage the 29 and be aggressive and go strong. That's exactly what he's doing. He knows. Got to get to work.
Yeah, he knows. He cannot let up. And that goes for Tristop as well. Knows the caliber of player. Oh! Hands the pieces. He's going to top out.
And that's exactly what Scuti need. 269,000 point chase down for Blue Scuti. And he's got about 8 levels to go.
Yeah, this is not a gimme though, King. I mean, as you can see, the incredibly fast speed of 29. These guys are professionals, but it's still really difficult to play at this level, man.
No, it is. Any slip up could certainly be the end of the run, but that's exactly what he needed. He needs the time to chase. He's in a nasty drought. We're closing in on 40 piece drought.
There's no bar inside. Finally it shows almost 45 pieces later.
He had to play it safe. Meanwhile, on the bottom, continuing on, Meme is already on level 26 at 1.395. Fractal at 1.234, but he's on 30.
Ooh, hangs the J on the left. And that's going to do it. Fractal is done. And Meme will take game number 1 on the bottom.
And now back to Scuti. We're on 34 for Scuti. Tetris.
Yeah, he needs about 2.5 more to get this done. So he can afford some level of safety here. He's got 4 levels left to go, or about 3 levels left to go before we hit level 39. So not a ton of time, but can afford at least a little bit of safety.
The concentration needs to be there. Scuti has 22 lines left to go before the final level. Level 39 is where we have a cap on the game. The speed will double from this speed that you're watching right now, which is insanely fast. 39 is nigh impossible to play.
Yeah, and he just needs a few more burns. 30,000 points remaining. He's set up down the middle. Where's the bar? There it is! Blue Scuti will take the game up top.
Game number 1 goes to Blue Scuti. Gets to level 39. You see how fast those pieces go, Bird, for our new fans that are watching.
Yeah, basically just spawn in. Yeah, and as a reminder, folks, we got lots of Tetris going on here. Not even just right here at Classic Tetris. You can also have another tab open, guys. Classic Tetris 2 on Twitch. We got some action going on there as well. Also, some pretty fire matchups.
Quite a story being told at the top and the bottom, technically. We've got stories here, Bird. We'll talk about that. Players are good to go. Simul countdown. Can begin in
3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Referee Ronkley on the call there. Doing a great job for us, staying on top of it all. Game number 2 has begun. So while we're getting that underway, Bird, let's get some shout outs. Matcherino has climbed up. We're at $7,638 and 69 cents. Owen Bar, you got a hey now there. Sash, $25 contribution. Cheers, you nerds. Charlie Banks with a $20 contribution. Andrew Taz, $50 contribution. Let's go, Fractal. Get me some Omni points. Some inside information there. Nickelodeon, $50. Marsman, my man, what are you doing? $260. Wepa, let's go. Eva with a $8.02 contribution, and Dora with a $50 contribution. So again, continue those contributions going. Exclamation point, Matcherino. We'll get you to our Matcherino link. It is a community-funded prize pool that we use for our Classic Tetris World Championships. And please, we want to get these players as much money as we can for all their hard efforts. They travel so far and wide globally. This is a global game, but we've seen a lot of international players that participate in this yearly, and we like to reward them for their hard-earned travel and work. And
yeah,
certainly this is the opportunity to do it. It's the World Championship of Classic Tetris.
Yeah, and again, all that money goes to the players. Here at C7C, we do not see even a dime of that, right? So you are, like I said, if you like what you're watching, right, you want the players to be rewarded. They, as King said, they put in a lot of effort to put on a good show for us. And that they're continuing to do right now as we kind of take a look here. I mean, again, game number 1 won by Scuti with the chase down, and by Meme just getting ahead in the line count, was able to take advantage, kind of put that pressure on Fractal to start chasing her down, and was just unable to do so.
No, certainly. I mean, this is a game of stacking blocks, and it's one that is difficult to play when you're playing at speeds that most average people that pick up the game for the first time, you're like, I can't play. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, like, this is impossible.
This is impossible. How do I do it?
I mean, that's how I felt when I first saw level 19, right? When I was playing for the first time myself, I'm like, what is this? Like, I'm like, let me just try this. See what these players, like, I could do that, right? And I was like, I was in for a rude awakening.
Yeah, no, certainly.
Yeah, so right now, 239 Scuti, 204 Tristop. At the bottom, 255 Meme, 234 for Fractal. He has a bit of a misdrop towards the top of his stack, but a long bar will come in for the Tetris, give him the lead and some relief.
So talking about Meme and Fractal, I mentioned, Burb, that they're great friends. You know, they love to go to regionals together. Meme has been a regional warrior. I think every year, Burb, there's always like one player that just like goes to regional after regional after regional. Just, not only just to compete and win, you know, the prize pools and stuff like that, an opportunity to play at the World Championship, but certainly, you know, just the camaraderie that the community brings and the great times that everybody has. And most of these events now are becoming just meetups instead of the tournament.
Yeah, the tournament's just kind of the excuse for the meetup to happen.
Yeah, basically. And so Fractal and Meme have always tried to be at most of them that they can attend. And certainly they share a very long, rich history with one another. Meme is a roller with a personal best of over 13 million points. It's ranked number 5 in the world overall as a 39 PB of well over 2 million. I mean, you just saw a level 29 game that was being played. And you wonder, how can you play those? Meme has has over 2 million points from that starting speed.
Yeah, and I happened to be there for that during competition even, right? Happened at the Midwest Regional out in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the Midwest Gaming Classic convention, right? And that was in the final match. Meme was able to get 2 million going into right at the end of the game, right? Up against the vicious Rhubarb, who was a formidable opponent, but how do you beat that?
You can't. I mean, poor Rhubarb. I felt bad, right? Seeing it. But actually, he played very well because he went as long as he could to not make it too much of a mulling game. So he did his part, but certainly you got to be on the losing end of that. I don't know. But
yeah, that's tough.
What's not tough here, Burb, is for me to read this. We got another direct contribution to our match arena. Cindy Perks. Oh, $300. Thank you so much for that, Cindy. That is huge contribution right there. So that brings us up to $7,938 and the 69 cents. I think that's going to be a theme for the day.
And here we go. Speaking of themes of the day is going to be some speed increases, man. We're going to see that level 19 coming up. Our players are fast approaching it here. About 10 lines to go for Tristop. So he's actually a little bit ahead in the line count over Scuti, who does have an 80,000 point lead. So we're going to see how he fares on the 19, see if he can really turn up the aggression, try to take fewer burns if possible. But the biggest thing is going to be making it to level 29 and getting it done there. That's where the best separate themselves. Like, where the best players separate themselves from the good players is on level 29.
It really is.
But Scuti missing a T, a little spin tuck there. He could have done a little spin and then tucked it to the left side, but did not get the input there correctly. It's a pretty frame-perfect move. As he's just a couple lines away from Transition King. This could be a little bit spicy here. As he's there, 578, 517 the score for Tristop.
You can see all players now in the transition at the top, Tristop and Scuti kind of managing themselves at a little above next box height. They will both get the scores to come in. 573 for Tristop, 634 for Scuti, 60,000 point advantage at the moment. We're on the bottom, Meme with nearly 3 Tetris lead over the 2023 world champion, Fractal. 657 to 579 on that one, Verb.
Yeah, so it's a very clean boards all around. This is professional level Tetris play. I mean, they can handle anything that comes at them. You know, it's not like a lot of the more modern games. You get like the whole chamber. You get all these extra, doodads and all that sort of stuff. Extra next box. All you get is that one piece in the next box, which you see right above the line count. That is all that's coming next. So players have to be very accommodating for pretty much any piece that comes in, while using that next box to make sure you can accommodate that one at least.
Indeed. No, I mean, the mindset that these players have in order to be able to just instantly think and place movement. Again, how many times they've talked about that. They're always thinking moves ahead, too.
Yeah.
It's not just they're looking at the next box, which is only giving one piece preview, where many of you maybe aren't familiar with the modern games. Fractal in trouble here. Let's see if he can get out of this burb.
Yeah, this is not a great board right now. If he can get this bar, certainly would give him some relief. But guess what? It ain't coming. Nope. There it is. Wow. Just in the nick of time. He gets that long bar over to the right side. And he is still in a world of hurt, though, King.
He wanted a J, got the L instead. Classic Tetris is brutal when it comes to the piece sequences. It is random as they come. Nothing burning for Fractal. Down 4+ Tetris at the moment. Survival is the key.
Oh, but he's set up for the Tetris King.
Will
the game give it? Oh, it feeds too late.
Man, this crowd was going to become unglued if they saw that. Fractal at a better height at the moment. See the rolling technique, Burb, just allowed Fractal to just throw the square. The square was not a good piece to fill. He didn't want to fill it in the gap. So he kind of just threw it away. And has used the opportunity. Beautiful adjustment. Split triple for Fractal. Back at a lower height on the board. And get a dusty Tetris if the bar comes in shortly. But he's down 237,000 points, Burb. This is really difficult.
Yeah, this is going to be a really tough comeback here. He's going to have to really lock in at level 29. He's going to have to just absolutely send it.
But tremendous survival from Fractal. Meme is cleaning up a bit on the top. Scuti and Tristop wage their war in the revenge match.
Yeah, oh man, up top, Tristop with the hang of a square as he goes into level 29. He's got about a 2 Tetris lead. So we'll see how he handles this. Good long bar tuck. If he can get it. Ooh, did not get the L-tuck there. You can see he moved it too early.
Yeah, the speed, you talked about it before, Barb, the jarring speed change that happens, even though you got a few lines in before it, it is difficult. And Scuti also not with the greatest of boards either. Down 74,000 points. But he just came back from a 269,000
pretty massive deficit.
269,000 point chase down he had in game number 1. So this is a little bit more milder for him. He's got the board cleaned, a beautiful tuck completed. The bar, bang, there's the Tetris for Scuti. And another one, why not? Closing the gap, 4,500 points the lead on the bottom. Burb, Meme just pouring it on, not letting Fractal back in.
Yeah, it's about 150,000 points. But I mean, Fractal has cut in the lead a little bit. We were looking at over 200,000 points, but now he's brought it back by about 50K. So, I mean, certainly not out of the realm of possibility. He was the world champ for a reason.
Indeed.
So
he got eliminated by Tristop in 2024 in the round of 16. Scuti
oh,
in
Scuti in trouble. No, he's finished. So Tristop, the giant killer, he's going to tie us up 1-1 up top.
No shocker there, Burb, that was going to happen. Fractal's going to miss the L to the right, and that will end the run for him. Meme gets game number 2, the 2-0 lead on match point to go to the quarterfinal round.
Man, I mean, she's just been so consistent with just how well she's been able to manage the level 29. I mean, it's no shock, given that she's got that 2 million PB going into level 39, and she did that in competition.
While they get that game finished out on Meme's side, we got some more contribution, Berg. Mancherino's starting to pop off here as we're kicking things off. This is the second half of our round of 16. We got Justin Foss with a $100 contribution. Let's go Fractal. PC with a $5 contribution. We got Magic G with a $30 contribution. Hearing that there's a ball knowledge. Tetris pretty nice, considering I've been following you guys for years. Greetings from Portland. And then Robin with a $20 contribution. Go Meme. Claim your throne, queen.
And 1.8 million score as she's finishing with there.
Yeah, no shot.
All right, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. We begin game number 3 in both of our matches here.
And stellar job by our referee, Ronkley. Doing a fantastic job under the leadership of our great head referee, Arbaro, who's been tremendous all weekend, getting the refs all organized and knowing their roles. It's been quite a year, Burr, with the new qualifying format that we used here for the World Championship, using qualifying points rather than the old max-out system. Players have been asking for 29 play to be a de facto lead into how the seeding should be placed, right? And I think we've proven that it works.
Yeah, oh, big time. Yeah, I mean, you know, the players, like you said, they wanted to do some level 29, right? They wanted 29 to be a factor, and not just in previous years where we just did it by number of million-point scores, the max out. Oh, he's getting into it right now with Fractal. They are loving this. Look at this. We are tied at the bottom. Yeah, neither player has burned yet.
Fractal is a fan favorite without question. One of the more charismatic players in classic Tetris. And honestly, Burb, you know, some may say one of the best to cut promos here in the classic Tetris world.
I think most people would say that.
Well, Tyler will probably come running over here and start yelling at me, but.
Yeah, well, man, that's fair.
Dirty Tetris for Fractal. Dirty Tetris here, Burb, is where, you know, the Tetris is claimed when the board is not at the bottom, and it's pretty, you know, higher up on the stack there for our new friends that maybe are joining for the first time. As again, we are live on Front Page Twitch here exclusively for the World Championship.
Yeah, we hear from the SoCal Gaming Expo in Pasadena, California. Of course, they've been a great partner for us these last couple years, and hopefully for years to come, King. It's a very fun time. You ever get a chance, come out, man. Come out here and hang with us. Right? Come watch some of the best Tetris players in the world. right now it is a tie ball game up top. Tristop will take the lead with a Tetris, but Scuti will answer. They're 47 lives. They're basically tied up. Well, at the bottom, it's about a 1.5 Tetris lead for Fractal here, and it's do or die for him at this point. He's got it. This is a situation you got to just start taking this one game at a time, right? Can't be too focused on the whole series and everything. Going, oh my God, I got to win the next 3 games, right, to be able to advance. Like, all you got to really be able to focus on right now is just win this game to stay in it.
Tristop 323, Scuti at 322, Meme 251, Fractal 269. Tension mounts here, Burb, as we continue.
Yeah, that they do. As, of course, we got some info from our stats team as well. The score we just saw from Meme was the 4th best score in 39 cap CTWC history. Of course, she has a higher one, too, with 2 million, right? So that's probably number 1, right? So no shock that Meme was able to pull that one off.
No, none whatsoever.
Right, and you can see now we got the camera pointed at the hands of Tristop. So there you're seeing the rolling technique in action. So each finger, he's only his thumb on the D-pad, so each finger on the back, at an angle of 30 degrees, as I am told by Fractal, as he is talking to me instead of playing, right? But each input, right, each finger on the back of the controller that taps the back, that's an input. So when you do that in quick succession, that is rolling at its finest.
Yes, and you would know, as you were a former roller at one point, and
yes, sir.
and actually one of the greatest CTWC moments in history in 2022 when we came back from the pandemic, and you and Cheese, an instant classic that one was.
Oh yeah, that's a moment I won't soon forget, man. It's just being up there at all, right? I remember that whole day. I'm like, am I gonna get in? I'm right at the bubble, So that was the biggest deal to me, honestly. So, and I'm sure that's a big deal for these players to be up here right now at top 16, front page of Twitch. I mean, it's got to be a huge honor.
Indeed. And meanwhile, the top. It's the battle the world wanted the rematch to see from 2024. Tristop and Scuti. Matchup, Burb, honestly, you would have loved to see it in a round of 8, the quarterfinal matchup. We would have loved to have seen it at that juncture, but you're getting it here. The competition is just so stiff, the seating very tight throughout the way, and you're enjoying this moment in time. Scuti wanting to reclaim that moment, trying to avenge the loss where his popularity had soared in 2024 from crashing the game, and Tristop, at that time, always regarded as a tremendous player. Right? I don't think there was any doubt about that, but many probably not thinking that he could go all the way. But something special and magical happened that day that led Tristop to move forward and basically end the run for Scuti, and maybe not making the ending of the documentary they were looking for.
Yeah, certainly not. I mean, and you can check out that documentary. There was a documentary made about that man on the top right, Blue Scuti, is, kind of getting into the story of him getting the game crashed, going so far that the game has decided, all right, I can't process this anymore, I'm done. And, and then his story, his progression to the World Championship that year in 2024. So certainly you can check that out. If you got Amazon Prime, you do need the Wonder Project add-on as well. But certainly that is not all that expensive. It's Tristop. Oh, boy. Oh, and the one bar.
You saw it brewing. Playing dangerous at that height, no matter how well of a skilled player you are, is dangerous. And Scuti, with a 108-point advantage, has taken game number 3. The 2-1 lead in his favor. You can see a little bit of sigh of relief for him, Burb, because he knows that he is one win away from vanquishing his foe and moving on to the quarterfinal.
Yeah, it's not often he knows too, it's not often you're going to see a top out early on 19 for the best, at least not at this juncture here, King. So you take those.
And on the bottom, the 2023 world champion hanging on. Huge lead at this juncture, 175,000 points ahead, 695 to 527. He needs this game, Burb, to stay alive and keep his hopes for the tournament still on. Meme looking to close it out and get back to top 8.
Yeah, this is a big, big moment here. And, and like I said earlier, this is a take it one game at a time, right? Just win this game and then worry about the rest of it later. And he's a professional. He's a former world champion. He knows that's what it takes, and he's doing just that. He's enjoying about a 4.5 Tetris lead right now, 820 to 676. I mean,
that continues on real quick. Let's get some Maturino updates. Prize pool continues to grow. Thank you so much to all of you contributors that continue to do that. We're at $8,299 and, of course, the 67 cents. Thank you to Room K, $25. Sunny Gem, good friend of the Classic Tetris World, $50. Ramon with $20. Billman with $10.98. Go Meme. Gia Huff with a $50. And Deku Spiel, $50. Thank you so much for all of you for contributing to the Classic Tetris World Championship Maturino Fund. Continue to do that. Exclamation point, Maturino. Back to the game, Burb.
Yes, as we are coming down to it here at the bottom, it is still about a 3 Tetris difference here. Meme is behind in points right now. She's ahead in the series, does have the game to give, but certainly she wants to close us out. As we're now approaching level 29, that speed is going to increase again once we get there. And this is where the best of the best thrive. The great separates themselves from the good. But these two certainly in the great categories. So here we go. A couple burns left. And now Meme will get there. 906 her score at the transition. Fractal has maxed it out at 1 million points. And off he runs too. Oh, a couple hangs.
It's a rough start for Fractal on the 29.
Oh,
he
no.
can't get it to the left. That's a top out.
Meme with a chase down.
90,000 points now under that to chase it down with about 9 levels to go here.
Yeah, that's plenty of time for someone like Meme, who has scored 2 million points before level 39 in the fast. So certainly, she's just got to take her time. She's got plenty of runway here to get this job done.
Well, at the top, they're nearing the halfway point of level 18. 65 lines is about the halfway marker. 130 will take us to the transition. Scuti, 261. Tristop, 303. The tension mounts, continues here, Burb. This place is on pins and needles as they watch the excitement and watching the Meme chase down at the bottom.
Yeah, it is getting close. Exactly a Tetris needed now. She has surpassed 1 million. But again, it's not a gimme. I mean, we talk like she's got a lot of time, but we saw earlier that even with a pretty, seemingly trivial chase down, we've seen some, one little slip up make the difference. So Meme's just about there. One more burn, and there it is! Meme has punched her ticket to the top 8 in a sweep against the former world champ.
The crowd is going wild. The CT3 chants. Big supporters they are. And again, there you go, the sportsmanship. You see there, Burb, they're best of friends.
Yeah, so they're good buds.
It's always hard when you have to play each other and you're trying to do your best and you hate to eliminate a friend, but that's what just happened. But surely that won't change anything.
Oh, yeah, no, you're not going to, even if friends, you're not going to let them go down without a fight.
Action going all over the place as we are also finishing up the other half of the round of 16. Classic Tetris 2 is also on as well. We're simulcasting, sort of. Right? We're on front page here on the main channel, but we also have our alternate channel playing the other games. So check out Classic Tetris 2 for the action over there. It's Cobra, Huff, TetrisTime, and Tugi all battling it out for a spot in the top 8.
Yeah, Tugi kind of the international representative over there, coming in from Austria.
First time an Austrian has made it to the top 16 of the World Championships, Burb. So history's been being made throughout each time.
Yeah, absolutely. History being made here too as well. Again, this is a big rematch. It is 2-1. Scuti's got the series lead and the game lead, 540 to 528. So it's pretty neck and neck.
I'd like to thank a couple more contributions coming in. Amsmirer, $20 contribution. The Matrix and Tizza, a $100 contribution as well. We are now at $8,419 and the 67 cents. Continue those contributions! Exclamation point, Maturino. to reward these players for their outstanding efforts all weekend long.
Yeah, certainly. Want to see that add a digit. Let's add a digit to this. We're getting close, about 1,500 away from that $10,000 threshold.
Yeah, certainly that's, a huge number. We would love to get there.
Yeah, so here we go. Transition is here for Tristop. He's at 6:02. Scuti already has the lead and has yet to get there. So a couple burns are going to be required here. He needs one more line, and there's Lombard. There's the Tetris. He will go to 640, so he's got about a 35,000-point lead going in here. And it is off to the races.
Been told here, Burb. The history between the two has been tremendous. 2 years ago, the game crasher, all the hopes and dreams dashed by the young individual on the left.
Yeah, and that was where Tristop there really made a name for himself too. Certainly was not a lot of people really had him winning the tournament, right? And all of a sudden, it looked like he had a shot. So certainly, he has really made a big name for himself here. And right now, is in a little bit of a bind, but so is Scuti. So neither player able to get a whole lot going, but certainly Tristop looking to keep his hopes and dreams alive.
Yeah, both players managing that section of the sequence very well. Tetris for both. Scuti, the slimmest of leads, less than 10,000 points in his favor. Both will slam a Tetris. Both are absolutely locked in. This is everything on the line. This is game number 4. Scuti up 2-1, looking to close. Tristop wanting one more shot.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. It's still neck and neck. Tristop going to take the real-time lead, but he did transition to level 19 first, so he is going to be a bit ahead on the line count. So as we start to approach level 29, level 39, he may not have as much runway here to be able to score points, and Scuti may be able to take advantage of that information, knowing, provided they both get there and are able to stay efficient, he may have the pace advantage here.
You can see Scuti is doing some screen checking as he's side by side with Tristop. He's looking for that information. He wants to score. Where is he? What level? And that's a testament to the skill level that these players have, Burb, that at this speed you can be able to do such things. Oh, what a touch from Tristop. Tremendous to fix, and there's the Tetris. 980 points for a moment there, Burb, was the difference.
Yeah, it's about as neck and neck as you can get in such a critical game as Tristop barely gets that square to the left. Oh, my word.
Tristop with some extremely superior moves. Those are high-level techniques that he is using at his disposal. Scuti, focused, wants to close this.
Yeah, that was a nice L piece to the left side. He gets the Tetris. It is a 3,200 point difference right now as we're on level 28 for Tristop. Both of our players have surpassed 1 million points. Looking like we'll see a bit more than that as we start going into level 29. That speed's going to ramp up again.
I saw Scuti with a beautiful adjustment of a T-piece, and that allowed the next pieces that flew right in to fit exactly where he wanted them. Tristop will be the first to go to 29. He has an 8,500 point lead, taking the burns. Tetris for Scuti, 2 lines away from transition. Tristop. Wow. And there we go, Barb. Here it is, level 29 to decide game number 4. Will Scuti advance, or will Tristop give us one more?
Yeah, that we're going to find out here. Scuti had to burn out of a Tetris well right there as these bars are not coming in time. Again, it's just so fast. You can't really overcommit to any particular setup. You kind of got to just take what the game gives you.
Sometimes the game doesn't give you anything you want. Scuti wanted the J, you saw the L come instead, and now there's got a bit of a problem with the hangarang of the Z. Oh, the long bar zip! The rolling on point, but that will not be enough, and Scuti is tapped out. Tristop with a 26,000 point advantage. Says game 4 is no more.
Yeah, we're going with a decider, baby.
Let's count it down in
3, 2, 1. Tetris!
This is it, Burb, for advancement to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, absolute banger game, man. I mean, as we promised, right? We promised you all these top 16 games were going to be absolutely fire. These two have not let us down.
It's been a tremendous day of Tetris so far, and this is only the round of 16 coming up, folks, that are joining. Again, welcome to all our viewers on the Twitch front page. Exclusively on Twitch is the Classic Tetris World Championship for 2026. We welcome you in. Thank you so much. There's been many generous people giving bits and subs today. I'll try to shout you out when we can, because this match has been intense. Again, the Matcherino is out there for the prize pool that you see on the bottom right is what the players will earn. They'll share that amongst, but we have thresholds. We can get to certain numbers, we can certain thresholds, we can pay out more people as we go. So we're looking to get to $10,000 first and continue from there. $8,500 already in there. Thank you to Laura with a $100 contribution. Good luck to everyone. Marva, oh, doxed you, sorry. Nwanda with a $10 contribution. JR Gagne, my good buddy, $10.48. Rooting on the Huffster over on our CT2 channel.
Yeah, of course, you can watch some more action here as well. Make sure you have another tab open. Classic Tetris 2 on Twitch. There's a couple matches going on there. Getting wrapped up. Cobra and Huff, as mentioned, and TetrisTime and Tugi. But right here on the front page of Twitch, at twitch.tv/Classic Tetris, you've got the conclusion here coming up with Tristop and Scuti. A huge, huge rematch.
2 years in the making, Burb. 2024, Tristop ended up being the round of 16 killer, I guess, right?
Yeah.
He ended up ending the run of the defending champion Fractal in 2024. Then eventually defeated Scuti in the quarterfinal of that same year. And last year, Burb, you and I were here on the call for that one. Tristop and Dog gave us one of the greatest matches of all time. And Tristop defeating Dog, his first time he's ever not made the top 8 of Classic Tetris World Championship.
Yeah, very emotional match there. They both gave it everything they had, and it did end up being Tristop coming out on top. Certainly, tough for someone that has never missed top 8. It's just a testament to how much the field has improved.
325 to 283. Tristop, about a 20,000 point lead up to Scuti, gets a Tetris. Tristop can't use the long bars there for score. That gives advantage to Scuti as he got the long bar. He was able to capitalize. Slim lead again, 1,900 points. We are halfway through level 18, Burb. The tension mounts here in Pasadena, California.
Yeah, we are here at the SoCal Gaming Expo. These two putting on a show right now. It's been a very thrilling series. We kind of had an early top out on 19 from Tristop a couple games back. We've had 29 battles all the way through, and I expect this game will be no different.
No. It's been tremendous day. We're in a decider here for this one. Winner will move on to the quarterfinals, the last 8 standing here at the Classic Tetris World Championships.
Yeah, it is just so tense right now. Of course, everybody getting into some of the other action as well. But as for here, it is just pins and needles, gang. There's what else can be said? These two have they've been putting on a clinic here.
Not for nothing, but these are some young adults going toe to toe here. You could imagine that people our age. Well, me, I'm much older, right? But people of a older stature can imagine how difficult it is, the pressure that is on them to play at this high level and what the stakes are.
Oh, certainly, yeah. All eyes on you. It's just there's nothing like it, and certainly, yeah, some pressure that comes with that. Someone's been on that stage too, right? There is absolutely nothing like it. But of course, it's what's honestly crazier, King, about your statement. Young adults, seriously, Scuti was a little kid, man, when he got the game crashed. Now he's driving.
Yes, I had a chat with him about that, and I was like, should I not be on the road any longer while you're driving? No, he's a very responsible driver. So he's doing a great job. I'm proud of him. But I don't know if I'm going to ride in a car yet with any of these guys.
Yeah, that might be, I don't know, maybe arguably safer since they just recently learned the rules. They're fresh in their brain, but who knows?
Absolutely. Grandpa Scuti came over and says, you want to hop in, I'll drive. I'm down for that.
Yeah. Oh, man, 5 lines to go to transition, King. It is a 17,000 point difference as Tristop has the lead. 635, his score at the transition.
Scuti waiting for this bar. Here it comes.
There we go.
617 to 659. Another Tetris. So now less than a Tetris is the difference. Tristop's slightest of advantage against in the lead of lines. Scuti will quickly catch up with that with those Tetris. Level 20 Burb. It's all on the line now.
That it is. I mean, you could just see the intensity here on their faces. They're just so locked in, especially Scuti, man. Just has almost looking like Svavar out here, man. Just a motionless face right now. It's so expressionless.
Yeah. You can see, he's focusing up right now. He knows this is it.
Yeah.
The story is told here live in Pasadena, California. Can Scuti avenge the loss in 2024 to this arch rival, or will Tristop do it again for the 3rd year in a row in the top 16?
Yeah, this is going to come down to that 29 play. I mean, certainly the 19, certainly important as well. But, I mean, it's a 100-point difference, King. I mean, this should be decided at level 29. We see that speed increase again, as these two certainly professionals at that speed. Scuti getting all the way to level 140, whatever it was, to crash the game all those years ago. And of course, Tristop, certainly a very strong 29 player as well. I mean, you have to be able to win at this level.
No, without question. Level 24 for Tristop at 875. Scuti, level 23 still at 890. Uses the long bar to reopen the right side.
Yeah, and worth noting, Scuti is a little bit behind in the line count as well. So assuming both players continue to just score at the same rate, Scuti does have a couple more lines in hand to be able to get those last few points as we get to level 39. So kind of something to keep an eye on here as we start approaching the level 29 speed.
Tetris for Tristop. 976. Scuti, the Tetris, 970. A bit of a misdrop of the L piece. And the bar comes one piece too late. So you have to sacrifice it. And now that'll give Tristop the opportunity to take that 1+ Tetris lead over Scuti.
Yeah, and Scuti right now, again, is a level back here, about 10 lines back. There's Lumber, there's a Tetris. We'll get to the 1,000,000-point score. The max out has been achieved. As we got about 15 lines left to go to level 29. The speed will increase once again for the final time this series.
A bit of a drought occurring.
Yeah, it is not a friendly sequence here. You can see that red number on the bottom of your screen. That is how long it's been since we've seen that long bar. So Scuti now enduring it too. As Tristop will reach level 29 at 1.1 million. Off he runs. He's got about 100,000 point real-time lead.
Scuti will take the Tetris hit. Here we go, Burb. This is it. The final level 29 plus to be played in this game number 5 decider. Who's going to walk away into the quarterfinal? Who's going to walk home?
Man, comes down to this, man. There we go, Tetris Scuti. He's going to take the lead as it is neck and neck. Tristop having to take some burns up towards the top. And honestly, it's not a horrible situation, but it's a pace killer.
And he solved it perfectly. He gets the Tetris at the end. Less than a Tetris is the difference. We're early days on the 29.
Yes.
Level 32 for Tristop, 31 for Scuti. Scuti, 24,000 point lead, but the hangarang there could be trouble.
Yeah, that's not a great look for the board. He needs something to the right. Gets the burn with the yell. Nice. He's still got about a 30,000 point lead, but Tristop with a Tetris will take the lead back.
It's crunch time now. We're on level 33. It's about 5 levels to go and change.
Oh, Tristop. Oh, my word. That's not good. He needs something for the left. Those squares are going to have to work. Oh, he's going to top out. And Scuti at 1.37. He's done it. He has punched his thing into top 8 and vanquished his demon in Tristop.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris! Go back to gameplay director. There we go. Hey, we beat Channel 1 for a change.
Hey. CT2.
And also, real quick, we do need to shout out the SoCal Gaming Expo, our home for the last 4 years. Love our new home. Love this time of year. Love California weather. And Chris does a great job running this show. And they're very sorry, they're announcing the cancer goal has been reached for Stamp to Cancer. Thank you so much for getting our $2,500 contributions for that. But also thanks again to SoCal Gaming Expo for hosting us, for giving us extra time, giving us space, giving us the video boards. All this is very expensive, and we hope it's worth your while and it makes your show very unique and super cool to go to.
And these players are off. So far, it's all pretty close. Nothing too much to say currently other than Cobra dealing with a little bit of a weird situation earlier on the stack. It's only elevated by this drought. He's taking the skims. He finally does get the Tetris. He's going to have to commit to some burns, though. And we see Tugi again. He's got the overhead player angle because he is perhaps the tallest player out of everybody in this bracket. And that's saying something when you got Miles here.
You know, I discovered Tugi when he made that Rocky parody video in 2020 when he made the top 8.
Yeah.
And I had no idea he was that tall. Like, you couldn't tell from the video that he was a basketball player.
Yeah. All right, so Tugi is the Wemby of Tetris.
Yes. Like that. So we have headphones versus raw dog ears. Glasses versus no glasses. Tees versus, I don't know. I'm just teasing hairs. I don't know. It's the dumb stuff you try to notice.
Now, here's the other thing, too. We're seeing facial hair make a comeback in the Tetris scene, too. We got TetrisTime rocking the goatee. Hydrant Dude, after all these years,
oh my God,
the beard.
The beard and the bow tie. I love the, yeah, that was super cool.
Yeah, you used to not see it. Back in the day, you had all these CTWC vets with their epic beards, Trey, Terry, other people I can't name off the top of my head right now. But yeah, it was when it was teenagers, they didn't quite have it in them yet. But now we're starting to see it make a comeback. And we gotta love the CT3 shout-outs behind TetrisTime right there. I don't know if they're even doing it intentionally. But yeah, Huff got an early lead here. Again, all these CTWC finalists who haven't had a trophy. Huff would be the real wild card. If he
oh my God! Like,
Huff's got the stuff.
Shout out to Huff's mom, by the way. We're Facebook pals.
And Tugi, also not just a stellar player on the field, but also off the field. He runs CTWC Austria every year. Perhaps the premier regional in Austria as far as developing and showing talent. It's located very conveniently in the center of the continent and always draws out the best competitors. So we always appreciate our organizers behind the scenes because they're what allows this stuff to facilitate and allows this scene to grow.
And that's what I loved about it. I keep calling them the kids, but again, they're all graduated from college. They all got jobs now, but all these players setting up regionals at home and running the streams and figuring out the problems and then coming to the big stage here and upgrading the equipment. Like Zempro's been on CT1 being the director, taking over the role this year and doing a fantastic job and learning on the job. It's a lot of new equipment, a lot of things to learn, and he's killing it.
Absolutely. I was there with Zempro the very first time he ever ran tech for a live regional. It was one of the most scuffed regionals ever, the Jersey Shore Regional back in
You know what? If your Jersey Shore Regional is not scuffed, it's not a Jersey Shore Regional.
Yeah, there were 2 power outages, and he did his best he could to fight through that. Oh, no. Missed draw for Tugi.
Okay.
He needs a long bar right now, and he just gets it in time.
He almost shook his head. And with our simul starts at 18, we kind of joke around a bit when it's there. It's getting fun at 19.
So Huff again got this nice lead here. Is going to have to take a couple of burns here, but gets out of it as efficiently as possible with only 3 burns. And there's a Tetris for Huff. And TetrisTime, you can see he's locked in with the 78% Tetris right now, 79%, the highest on the screen right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's
looking at a 600K transition.
These top 16 players, they expect 80%. They expect 550, 600 transitions. And again, that's the advantage. If you get that lead going into 29, you force your opponent to play a little more aggressive than they're comfortable with. It's a true mind game because, you turn off that level 39 wall, these players can go forever, as we witnessed a few years ago with Eric and Fractal. So we incorporated the 39, and there's so much strategy and mind games go into that.
Yeah, and also special shout out to Tugi, not just for what he's done as a player, but also I know how important it is to him that he gets to fly the Austria flag. He's one of the only players in the scene from Austria. It's not one of the biggest countries, and he's showing that he can carry that banner at the top of the scene. I know it means a lot to him. We had Aliwa, another Austrian player, win bronze a couple years ago.
Nice.
And so it's really cool to see all this representation. Nicole, thank you so much for the donation here.
Yeah, 2 600 transitions at the bottom. Monster seed. Huff also with the strong, I think it was quite 600. I didn't quite catch it. Cobra with just a 550 transition. I mean, geez, come on, get with the show, Cobra. But this is what you deal with in the top 16 on Championship Sunday.
Yeah, we know what Cobra's got in him. He beat Hydrant yesterday, and what a thriller of a finish of a match that was. And
But look at
TetrisTime.
580 point difference at the bottom. The battle of the T's. You're welcome for the convenience. It's funny, I bought donuts this morning and I did not get a receipt. Mitch Hedberg jokes. All right, Huff.
Yeah, Huff needs the right pieces. Okay, that line piece will work, but he's still got some dependencies. Needs something for the left.
It's not getting better.
Okay.
It's swimming there 2/3 the way up the screen.
He's in a
Cobra's
better
got a
position
chance
now.
to come back. Oh, hangs the tee.
That was really bad for Huff. He was almost out of it, and now this is going to extend the dig a long time, potentially put him at risk of an early top out if he has one more misdrop. Needs that long bar, trying to get it open. That was a desperation move, and he covers it. The gamble did not pay off.
He's just swimming up here, Scout.
Yeah, this is killing his face.
It used to be we were amazed at these saves, and now it's like we're just concerned about what it's going to do to his score.
Yep, it's what these players need. TetrisTime's got a T-spin.
And out of it for Huff. Nice job, Huff.
TetrisTime misses the T-spin there. You know, that's got to hurt, but he's still in a safe position overall.
Cobra did shrink that lead to 2.
But that misdrop with the square right there, it's going to cause a little bit of a delay in his scoring. He now has to
what
take
a
these
solve.
burns.
What a solve.
Huff is now back in the driver's seat, looking to extend this lead here.
All right, we are approaching 29 on all 4 games. It's more Tetris than I can handle. But look at this lead, 780 points. Tugi and TetrisTime, but Tugi way ahead. Well, maybe not. It's 1 line difference, sorry. I saw the different colors and assumed. 1,000,000 points on the 2 bottom games.
Yep, and Huff's about to hit it in another Tetris. He's got it set up. Where's the long bar for Huff? And there's the Tetris for the max out
1,000,000 points for Huff.
Huff's got the stuff.
Mama Huff is so anxious she couldn't spell anxiety correctly. Cobra was just 900,000. We are getting ready, so it's a game of chicken here at 29. Who's going to go aggressive? Who's going to ease it up and force your opponent to make a mistake? Here we go. 1 Tetris difference at the bottom. At the top, Huff 150,000 points up. Board states all looking great. We're going to have a good extended game at a 29, Scout.
TetrisTime went all in on that Tetris, and he got it.
Look at this, 3,000 point Tugi.
Tugi's going to have to dig.
But TetrisTime also burn shelving down.
Tugi has got to get out of this. He does not have the lead. He's 6,000 points down.
Huff is cruising right now. I'm going to focus on the bottom.
Oh my goodness, Tugi with that crucial 5-tap. Tugi's living this.
But
no.
but TetrisTime only up by a few thousand. He needs to score 2. But that's going to do it. TetrisTime's going to take game number 1. Back at the top, Huff's ahead by 100,000 points. Both players trying to get back into a scoring position. Cobra might need to consider building a Tetris well in the middle.
And Cobra, yes, the pressure is on.
You want, your natural tendency is to go back to the right well, but he's running out of time, Scout.
Yeah, Huff taking the safe triples, knows he's ahead, knows he doesn't need to take any risks. Cobra's locked in. He's now in board position. He gets the 5-tap with the line piece over to the left. He's Tetris ready. Where is it? Tetris for Cobra.
Huff
gets the Tetris.
Back, 100,000 point lead still. We've got 50 lines to go.
Huff not giving up any of the runway. Takes the skim, getting Tetris ready. Tetris for Huff. Cobra needs to answer back. He's getting Tetris ready. There he is, set up. Tetris for Cobra.
And boot back. This is quite the battle up top.
This is punch after punch for both players. Huff has a little bit of a delayed bird there. He's not going to be in Tetris position.
Boom, Tetris for Cobra, getting back with 77,000.
This is Cobra's opportunity. Huff is now in board cleaning up mode.
Boom!
And Cobra is only one Tetris behind. He just needs to get this back open, and he can get in a lead position for the first time in forever.
Takes a triple. But 30,000 points. Now we're down to less than a Tetris difference.
That was kind of the right move. Huff is still tuck birding. We'll see if he goes for an elevated Tetris.
Boom.
There it is. Boom,
One
Tetris
Tetris difference. Last levels.
This is going to be down to the wire.
Tetris for Huff.
Crucial.
Tetris for Cobra.
That was crucial, filling in that long bar
One
dependency,
difference, Scout.
But now Cobra's board is dirty, and Huff is going to take advantage here if he can get the line
one
pieces.
more. He's not getting it. He's not getting it. Boom. No, he holds it.
Oh, my gosh.
There's one
and
difference.
There's the opportunity for Cobra. It's only one Tetris. Cobra just needs one Tetris.
He has 8 lines to do it. He has 6 lines to do it. 5, 4.
He's used up all his birds. He's just got to set up. I think
Tetris
actually a triple. A triple might do it. Where's the long bar?
He's going for it. He's going
Where's
for it.
the triple? Take the triple. Oh, no! Oh! The triple, I think, would have done it. I think the triple would have done it there.
Oh, my goodness. 9,000 points.
Players, especially in the Daster, they had all the math, and we're starting game number 2 here on the top and bottom. These players memorize all of the values of the Tetrises and the triples and doubles and singles for that situational awareness. Back in the day, we all knew it by heart for level 28. I know I had it burned into my mind. 36,000 points for a Tetris into 29.
Yeah.
If I was going for a max out, I needed to know that. 965,000, I need to know that I can get that max out with one more Tetris. But here, now we're seeing that come into play. Level 38, you got to know the math.
Right.
It's one of those things, it's like memorizing your times tables. But it's also so hard. I don't know if Cobra was aware of how much the deficit was.
But was there an obvious triple play?
I would have to watch back to see if there was
it was a normal Tetris. Well, it was set up. It got uncomfortably high, but I think that Cobra knew that the Tetris would have done it. Wow.
Yeah.
That razor's edge.
Yeah.
Oh. Keep them coming, guys. I got the privilege of the match of the year last year with Goffey and Meme. So
oh my gosh, Tugi in big trouble early. This could be an early top out.
Come on.
He needs something for the left. He gets it.
Come on.
Line piece for the right is what he needs, but he actually fills it into something else. Gets the crucial 5-tap and gets a line piece for the Tetris.
The dirtiest of Tetrises.
He lives another day.
They took that Tetris, put it on a bus, and sent it down to Long Beach. Tugi back to regular position, but I tried to look at his face. These players just do not panic. It is absolutely amazing that they don't let these moments get to them.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a tall stack for a tall player, but he managed to live there. Meanwhile, Cobra, you got to see, like, how do you shake off the nerves over a heartbreaker like that in game 1? You just got to focus up and say, I know I can beat this player. I just got to do my thing again in game number 2 and not make it.
And you know what? When you miss a move like that, when I've got nervous, when you're nervous, you slightly speed up your internal clock. That's the natural reaction to things. And that's maybe what caused the underroll, the overroll, or whatever the timing was, because your timing has to be precise. It's not just doing the motion fast. You have to time it perfectly. As soon as the piece appears, then you roll. And if you miss it, it stays there or goes too far, and that's what happened with Cobra. On one piece out of thousands of Tetraminos that fell in that game, that was the one miss.
Yep. And Huff, again, taking the Tetris and taking the lead. Cobra going to take it right back. Neck and neck at the top.
And that's that game of chicken, too. I mean, it's like a NASCAR race with the you trail behind your opponent and then take over when the moment's right. I mean, there's so much psychology there, and that's the psychology affected Cobra.
Yeah, we can see from our stats team here letting us know on the statistics, the Cobra and Huff are very, very evenly ranked. They're similar in the Premier poll. They have a similar FMS, which is the typical score you get in a game. They both typically score in the mid 1.1 million range. That's a 50th percentile score from him. Tetris Time versus Tugi. Tetris Time is a bit of a favorite. Tugi's kind of an underdog. Tetris Time's FMS is in the mid 1.1s. Tugi's in the mid 1.0s. So it's about 100,000 point advantage on the median game. But again,
that's 2 Tetrises at level 38.
It is 2 Tetrises. Exactly.
That's not that much difference.
It is, yeah.
Obviously, at this height of competition, those differences get magnified, but anything can happen.
Right. It's like you look at the pitcher matchups for an evening of baseball. One player's got a 2.75 ERA. The other one's got a 2.45 ERA. You know it's going to be a great pitching duel. One pitcher has maybe a slight advantage historically, but you never know what'll happen during a game.
2 Tetris lead on both ends.
Tetris Time. And he's going to get the Tetris. It is Tetris Time for Tetris Time.
Once again, Matt Chirino approaching $8,000. Our goal for today is to break 10,000. We're getting closer and closer to it. I think we'll get there. But thank you all for your contributions. All these players are going to pay. There's Justin. Over $8,000 now. Let's go.
Tugi trying to navigate this precarious board situation. He's not in danger of topping out. It's just like, how do you get out of this as efficiently as possible? He's already behind 3 Tetrises, doesn't want to go down further. And Tetris Time has to set up that long bar dependency on the left of his stack. We'll see how he resolves this.
When we first introduced Tetris Rate with Travision back in the day, 60% was the goal.
Yep.
If you get 60% Tetris Rate, you'll get 1,000,000 points. Tugi's got the quote-unquote bad game of the group with a 67% Tetris rate. Cobra, 66% Tetris rate. Like, these are crazy, crazy scores. You know, they're breaking my PB before level 19 transition, right? So,
yeah. And there we go. Transitions for all players. Not easy boards on all of them, actually, except for Huff, who's got the clean board there. Tugi battling it up high again. This is impossible for a DAS player to live. It's got to feel good for Tugi as a former DAS player. He's like, yeah, I got this. Oh my gosh, those 2 long bars. He had to place them flat. Long bars are frustratingly not very helpful for your stack unless you're going for Tetrises.
They're literally a one-tool piece. Like, they have no other purpose. It's a strikeout or a home run.
It's like Adam Dunn. You know?
Oh my goodness, the big donkey. The T piece is way more versatile. Both our deficit players trying to come back, and the leads seem to be growing now. Tetris Time up by 170,000 points.
Tugi, a little bit of a hand wipe. Gotta lock in here. He knows it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The frustration finally showing up.
He misses the spin. Yeah, that's going to be tough. Might go for an elevated Tetris here just to try and get some pace back. Opposite just burn it down, it looks like. On the verge of going down 0-2 with this 7 Tetris deficit. Tetris Time is just locked in. He's grinding this away. He would love a top 8 appearance here. It's been a while since he made that amazing top 8 appearance in 2021.
Yep.
PC, thank you for the $5 contribution.
Meanwhile, Huff in the same boat, like just cruising here, approaching 1,000,000 points before 200 lines. Another Tetris for Huff, 1 away from 1,000,000. Tetris Time, 3 Tetrises away from 1,000,000. And 1 more line for Huff. Waiting for it here. Of course, I've mentioned it, now it doesn't happen. And 1,000,000 points for Huff, let's go.
Yeah, and this is, again, not a bad game.
1 more for Tetris Time. Keep it up, guys. 300,000 point deficit at the bottom, 200 deficit at the top.
And again, it's possible, it's always possible for Tugi to come back here if Tetris Time tops out pretty soon. But Tugi knows he has his work cut out for him.
You've got 100 lines of 29 play to make or break.
The scoring potential is very high, especially as you said, those final levels. Those Tetrises are worth in the mid 40,000 points.
If you do the math, you get about 40% of your scoring potential from levels 29 to 39. It's about 30% for 18, 30% for 19 to 29, 40% from 19 to 29 or 29 to 39. So there we go. It's fun time. The thrill screen.
And TetrisTime with a little bit of a misdrop into 29. This could be what Tugi needs if he wasn't also in a precarious position himself.
Oh, wow. Down 8.
This is going to be a tough dig for Tugi. He needs something for the left, and it's
He's
not going to happen.
TetrisTime takes game number 2. GG's.
And oh no, Huffulufugus is bored. He gets the crucial 5-tap.
But Cobra, the door is open. Needs to clear this row 4.
Yeah, it's looking possible for
line
Cobra.
triple.
Nice triple. Oh no, needs the 5-tap. Where's the 5-tap? And he can't get it.
Huff is going to take game 2. That is the toughest move of the game. The 5-tap left with the line piece.
Indeed.
You got to avoid those situations, and when you put yourself in there, it's like your game hinges on it. Tetris.
And we are off.
Well, the judge is counting it down.
Our judge counting it down for us. Again, we're dealing with the difficult situation here on CT2 where the noise is drowned out by CT1. So we appreciate you sticking with us over here for these hype matchups, because these players are going to be a factor in the top 8. They will be the opponents for some of the favorites for the CTWC. These will be looking to play the role of spoiler.
Cobra with the 7 press down points. That's my go-to move.
TetrisTime going for the tucks early, wants a square and is not getting the square, but he gets the tuck anyways and manages to solve it cleanly. There's a Tetris with TetrisTime. So Tugi and Cobra, tournament life on the line. And exactly, it's Cobra 7 points ahead for a moment there up at the top. Looking to try and skim this away. And Tugi with an early bit of a mess on his board, just looking to clean it up, get things open. This is still the calm zen mode.
I know.
We already got these.
I gotta watch these replays over on channel 1. I look over like, I want to watch this. That's okay.
I know.
That's why they invented the internet. Thanks, Al Gore.
Yeah, it's like here you're at the experience. It's like when you go to a baseball game, you don't get to see all the close-up angles you see on the TV broadcast. You just get to feel the energy of the crowd. That's why you go.
I'm eating peanuts.
Same reason you go to CTWC. You feel the energy of the room.
Couple more quick ad reads. We have the Tetris Cross Rubik's Cube. This is the crossover we've been waiting for. So many cubers are into Tetris. So many Tetris players carry around their cube. Why it took so long for this product to ever exist, I don't know, but it's finally here. It's super cool. Instead of just matching colors, you're actually putting the Tetris piece together on each of the 6 sides.
Yeah, it's a fascinating concept, and I know our social media manager was filming some content with some of the cubers here in the Tetris scene. I look forward to watching that later. Again, as you said, it's so tough. When we're here, we have so much to do. We can't actually see and consume all of the stuff, all the content. But that's why we're doing it. We're putting it out all for you. And meanwhile, we got some neck-and-neck matches here. TetrisTime and Tugi only separated by 380 points. Cobra going for the Vits. Where's the Vits? He's going to get the Vits. Vits for Cobra. Tetris for Huff. Tetris for Cobra.
And by the way, you can get that Tetris Rubik's Cube at Walmart.com or Target.com.
That's true. Walmart.com. Who knew? Who knew? Their campaign.
2,000. All right. So look, 2,000 point differences on both sides. 80% Tetris rate. Sunny Gem. Good to see Sunny Gem, fellow Ohioan. Thanks for the $50 contribution.
That's right. I remember always seeing her at WPL Ohio, which we just heard is now.
It has been canceled this year because Shen is moving to Canada to move in with his wife. But there's talks about bringing back a different version of that for the modern and classic Tetris players. We'll figure that out for next year.
And exactly tight on the bottom, 0-point difference.
Don't do that, guys.
And Tugi, if he can get a Tetris here real quick here, we can see it. There it is. Come on. 0-point difference again. Exactly tied.
Please press down. please.
And Tugi going for the Vits.
All right.
Where's the Vits for Tugi?
If there is a tie score,
Oh, that would be
people
amazing.
will be hurt. I don't know who. It might be myself.
Well, then, I mean, we experienced the micro version of that back in 2018 when Alex Kerr had a tie. Thank you very much for the donation, Ramon Hameliers, for the $20 contribution. We're now over $8,000 for the prize pool. TetrisTime got the giant mega well. That's something you might see in the Tetris Effect Connected Mystery Mode, where you got the mega bar for the mega Tetris.
Well, you know, the double wide, every piece is there to party, but that was a huge party. That's a street party. It's been cleaned up, though. TetrisTime wasn't putting up with that. But again, look at these monster scores. 500,000 points at 100 lines. That's what these players go for every time.
This is what you want to see. You want to see every player take it the distance. You don't want to see early top outs. You want to see that you know these players will feel better about it if they know that they left it all on the field.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They put up a high score. Nice little tuck from Huff there. Board looking a little high. Uh-oh.
Tie again, 571.
Wow.
All right. Thank you, Tugi. You're my hero. 3 press down points for Tugi.
If that ends up being the difference, well,
I mean, that'd be freaking great.
TetrisTime's going to have to change his name to Pushdown Time in the future to remind himself of what he needs to do to win.
Just these are a lot closer games here in Game 3, and you know,
yeah.
I'm kind of rooting for Game 4s. Sweeps are cool for if you're trying to get out of here on time, but I'd like to stay on commentary for a little longer.
That is true. That is true. Thank you so much, Gia Huff,
Yay,
for the
Mama
$50
Huff.
contribution, cheering on her son, Huff.
Tiku Spiel.
Oh my gosh, $50 contribution. Thank you so much.
TetrisTime starting to get a little dirty. Oh, misses the spin. Oh, you can see the reaction.
And Cobra's nursing a small lead here, trying to keep this going. A little bit of a precarious board state on the left.
TT.
But he's getting the right pieces.
What is going on at TT's board?
Is he going for an elevated Tetris? He's going to get it.
Boom! Tetris for TetrisTime.
So they say the worse the stack, the higher the score for TetrisTime.
Love it.
And Tugi with an elevated Tetris. The Tetrises are not stopping. And Huff now down quite a bit. 2.5 Tetrises. Cobra finally in a strong position for the first time this match. Oh, we're getting the close-up of TetrisTime's. And you can see the tendon bulging out. That is a Tetris tendon if you've ever seen one. Because that is the anchor hand. Just as important as the rolling hand is the anchor hand. Players will try and figure out any orientation they can. That's why you see some players do it with the thigh. Eyeball has the rubber band he uses to attach to it. Fractal uses the lotion. And Alex T and Scuti and Zro, not Zro, but they'll use their feet.
Almost $1 million here for Cobra. There's the max out for Cobra. Tugi not far behind. So our both behind players are looking to extend both these matches to Game 4 as level 29 awaits. $1 million points for Tugi.
And Cobra locked in. He wants to end this on a high note if he can. This is a big drought. 27-piece drought gets the Tetris.
Man.
TetrisTime locked in. 3 Tetrises behind. This is the moment for both of the underdogs here in this match to make a comeback if they can complete this game.
These are not great board stats for 29 Scout.
They are not. Huff's up high, but he's going to get clean and get the elevated Tetris just in time.
Yep. $1 million points for Huff.
Uh-oh. Tugi had a bit of a misdrop there, managed to save it with a long bar, and now Huff is back into level 29, going for an elevated
one
Tetris.
off the bottom.
Yeah. Huff's going to want to get this down. Oh, no.
Oh, that's
and
why.
that's a bit of a misdrop.
Huge lead for Tugi, up by 3. But TetrisTime with a super clean board. Too much. I can't keep track of all the games.
No, Huffulufugus board. Looking a little Huffulufugus. He's got to get out of this.
Huffulufugus, oh my God.
And he did just enough Huffulufugus to get out of it.
Oh my God. Behind 100,000 points. Meanwhile, at the bottom, 150,000 points for Tugi. So much going on.
Oh my
What
gosh.
do I look at?
This is, yeah. All 4 boards on 29
So
going so
much.
fast. We're seeing up to 12 pieces per second.
I need extra eyes.
Tugi's locked in. Still got this 80%
Huff is shortening this
Tetris lead.
down. Tugi, or TetrisTime shortening it down as well. Tugi, scoring position, boom, Tetris with Tugi.
Cobra back with a clean board, trying to get this in position.
Oh,
Did not get the right
TetrisTime
SC.
falling apart.
Oh,
Tugi
no,
selling
Tugi.
out, gets a Tetris, but this board is trash.
Oh no, and
Huff,
Tugi just trying to
TetrisTime.
survive here. He needs every last point he can to make this chase down difficult for TetrisTime if he tops out here.
40 lines to go.
He's eking out singles. He's eking out more singles.
Oh,
That's gonna
Tugi's
be it.
gets up at 137.
TetrisTime needs 2.5 Tetrises.
Plenty of runway.
He's got the time. But
Huff
again,
coming back.
It's not over till it's over.
But Cobra playing super clean. Another Tetris for Cobra.
Yeah, TetrisTime trying to set up this Tetris. It's not happening.
He needs-
He keeps having to burn. Thank you so much for the $20 donation, Amps. And there we go. TetrisTime trying to make this happen. It's
Huff.
the
Oh, Huff misses it.
The Tetris. Oh
Huff
my
gets it
gosh.
after that, but 2 down still. T's $100
TetrisTime
contribution.
needs one more Tetris. The board is not in a good state. I don't know if he's going to be able to
Get
get
the
this.
line.
And
Oh, Tugi.
he's going to stay alive.
Huff down 2. Huff
I've
gets
got
1.
He's going to need to play on the super kill screen. Will
It's
we see him
possible in the
set it?
middle. It's possible.
Oh, he didn't
No,
set up
not
for
enough.
2.
That's
and
it.
Cobra with, oh, he's not going to get, he's going to stay alive.
3, 2, 1. Tetris. Hey, 4 T's.
These players are
TetrisTime
off.
Tugi.
And now, again, the momentum can shift sometimes in these situations. Players go up over 2 and they think, all right, I got a comfortable position, but then they lose a game. And now it's like, oh my gosh, if I lose another game, then it's going to be even. Then it's anybody's match. I might be the victim of a reverse sweep. Momentum shifted.
Momentum is a factor in this game. Reverse sweeps happen, and this game is mental. Like, you got it. The fatigue is a factor. Keeping focus is a factor. You know, you're playing for 45 straight minutes for each of these matches that go to the full 5 games.
So we got a chatter asking, where is Tugi from? Tugi's nationality, or his nationality is he's originally from Mongolia, but now he is Austrian. So he's representing the Austrian flag.
The hills are alive. And Huff, of course, from Michigan, and TetrisTime from parts unknown.
Yeah, I like the answers. People troll answers saying it from darkest Peru or something.
It was funny yesterday during the Australian contingency over in the bronze bracket. I deliberately, accidentally made their nationality Austria instead of Australia. That was a nice troll for Phoenix. I'm gonna grab some water. My heart can't take this, but imagine if my heart's this bad just watching.
This is everything on the line. It's game number 4. So we up to the 1, looking to close. Tristop wanting one more shot.
You know,
And it's early so far. Tugi's got a little bit of a diving board again. Always reminds me of Jonas when somebody does that. That famous moment from CTWC 2017, I believe, when he hung the long bar flat by accident and then managed to save it perfectly.
just making, you know, a broken escalator. They're just stairs. You're welcome for the convenience. That's right. CTWC 2027 is in 52 weeks. Start counting down now.
Man, I can't wait.
I really want to go to DAS World Cup. I don't think I can get it in the budget this year, but that's on the bucket list for next year. Saw Gunter here this week.
Maybe we can figure out something happen. Because this is, it's difficult for me too, but I'm thinking this is a one chance to maybe see all the UK people.
Yeah.
We got Tugi Again, our underdogs here have both got leads. Cobra's got the lead and Tugi's got the lead. This is where they want to be early on. It helps so much to get an early lead, just psychologically in a match, because then you know, okay, I'm not stressed. I'm in the driver's seat. And it's when you're behind that you start taking the little micro-aggressive moves.
Right.
That sometimes don't put you in a safe board state. Like, look at TetrisTime here. He's waiting out. He got the J piece, but he didn't get it for a while. It's possible it wouldn't have resolved.
With all your looks into statistics that you've tried to do, those are the things that's really hard to gauge. Like, you can't go in and say, well, this person behind and came back. Maybe you can find comeback wins, but then some of those aren't really comeback wins because the opponent makes a mistake. Like, do players clutch up? Like, I remember that Jonas versus Alex run from like 2015 when he was very, very far behind and had the 19 of his life. Like, those are championship matches. So Scott's going to go take pictures. I'm going to go solo for a moment.
Yeah,
me and Chad will hang out.
I'll be right back for another 2 minutes.
Yep. This is 18 speed, so we can talk for a bit. Tugi looking calm, absolutely. And the contributions keep coming in. We're approaching 8,500. Thank you so, so much. As things are happening on CT1, I could barely hear myself, and I absolutely love it. My voice is starting to go, but I timed it perfectly. I saved some from yesterday, and we got a tied game at the bottom again.
Yeah, and Huff with a very rare, you see long bars placed vertically in the center of the board.
The flagpole, like, it's almost a mistake, but I trust Huff has a plan.
To answer your question about statistics, the stuff that we've been capturing has mainly been in results.
Right.
Which is where you see, that's what you see in the baseball world. That was the first statistics that were developed, were the results ones. And then people realize, well, sometimes the results are the result of luck or circumstances or everything else, and that's where you develop the advanced stats to sort of analyze like what went wrong, what went right. Where you have StatCast, like the expected ERA, stuff like that. The equivalent of that in Tetris is when we're going to get the full Nestris Champs breakdowns of where you can compare it to Stack Rabbit of like what you should have done in a situation. You can start to see how aggressive people were actually being, and if their aggression ramps up or goes down. Thank you so much, Laura, for the $100 contribution. So that's what I look forward to in the future of the stats world, is seeing players, do they take the aggressive or safer moves? And there are systems that we have available to do that now. It's just a lot of work to set it up.
I mean, that's the beauty of Tetris and why it's endured for 40 plus years. Your great arcade games, video games, the scoring has that risk reward system, and Tetris just has, this version of Tetris just has the best risk reward that you have to fine tune that dial at every moment and change at every moment based on what your opponent's doing, what your board state is. You're always recalculating with every piece, whether you're going to go for a big score or play it safe.
And Cobra now looking over, he's got to feel good about it. He's got a 5 Tetris lead. Huff's going to chip into it a little bit, but now Cobra's going to get it right back.
And we had a close one at the bottom, TetrisTime and Tugi, about a 1.5 Tetris difference.
Yeah, Tugi gets a nice tuck there.
So I believe when we hit $10,000, we can pay all 48 participants of the gold bracket. So we are getting closer and closer to that goal.
Oh, no.
Oh, Huff. Come on, get him. Get him in the line. Get him in the line.
Huff is in trouble,
Get him in
and
the
that's
line.
going to be it.
Oh!
And we have a decider up top. Cobra is going to take things to game number 5.
That's that endurance we were talking about.
Oh, my gosh. We got some exciting games over here, Chris Bidwell.
Oh,
no, and Tugi, his tournament life on the line here. Got to get out of this dig. He's behind. He's doing what he's got to do. Getting the pieces. Perfect T-piece. So satisfying seeing stuff like
Oh, my goodness. That's that exhale after a big dinner.
Or those pimple popping videos.
Oh, Lord, no, don't. But fortunately now, they're going to decider at top, and if they go to a decider at the bottom, we're going to have staggered starts. So we won't have to go crazy 4 29 games at the same time. So
That's
as a production, Chris is delighted. Also delighted having a decider.
Oh no, and Tugi's board again, just in a rough state. He can't get Tetrises consistently, and it's allowing TetrisTime to just build up this lead. Although TetrisTime also in a little bit of a hairy spot.
That's not the hugest of leads here.
Oh, and TetrisTime,
Wow.
3 long bar dependencies, and this, oh no!
Oh, give it.
And TetrisTime gets the long bar too late.
He's
Now
going 29's imminent.
yeah, he's in a
Can he get anything to the
dire
right?
spot.
Oh
my goodness.
TetrisTime times at 967.
This is Tugi's opening. He just needs 2 Tetrises, plenty of time to get it before 29.
What a gift.
But there is a drought coming up. It's the same one that killed TetrisTime. Tugi's going to have to navigate it too.
But you line it out when you're this with 29 coming.
He navigates it. Now he just needs 1 Tetris to go. Just needs a bar.
But there it is.
Oh no! Where's the Tetris?
Is Tugi trolling us?
Oh my goodness. We've seen too many missed Tetrises in this set. That's the 3rd one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Tugi's has a lover, Fran. Oh boy. This is it, Scout. After this, we're done. Well, you got photography, but yeah.
Yeah.
I've been busy all weekend. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself.
I mean, I'm just the potential. If Tugi or Cobra, I think actually Cobra did make the top 8 last year. He had kind of a really good bracket path, and then lost to forget who in the I think in the top 8. Maybe we can have somebody confirm in the chat.
TetrisTime. Okay.
But Tugi for sure making the top 8 for the first time would be what a phenomenal performance to him. That's right. Yes, Cobra lost to Scuti in the top 8 last year. That's right.
Didn't Tugi make it in 21?
Tugi not the top 8, I believe.
I just remember that video. Oh,
no, it's TetrisTime who made the top 8.
Okay.
But yeah, TetrisTime looking to do a roll.
TetrisTime. This is not a Vitz. That's a Thritz. That's not the same. That is cool.
He does get the talk. That was crucial to it's not have to burn in.
You get a whole 1/20th of a second to do that. So I mean, it's so easy for these guys.
Yeah.
Level 18 speed. What's going on? And it's I think there's when you're so used to the 29, this is almost too slow. It almost forces you to get that extra think cycle.
Yeah.
And that can, if you're not in rhythm, you can lose your momentum and kind of make mistakes.
And simul Tetris for TetrisTime and Tugi. This is what we want to see. We want to see close matches. We want to see anything possible in the decider. Again, I cannot imagine the pressure of being a friend or family member of any of these 4 players.
I'm so nervous I'm going to have a Tetris gummy.
As a Tetris fan, I'm just loving it. Oh my gosh, TetrisTime in a little bit of trouble. Try and get out of this. Yeah, I know. We got to bust into the gummies. Some decider gummies.
Yep. Just don't eat the squares. That's the worst flavor. Delicious. I got an L.
I got a long bar. Boom, Tetris in your mouth.
Adam done, baby. Super close games.
I guess the Adam Dunn of Tetris would be somebody who gets like 1.4s and then early tops out all the time.
Right. And can't play defense.
Yeah.
Which, it's classic Tetris. There's no defense to play. You don't have to send combos.
What is this stack from TetrisTime? This is like prime tapping TetrisTime stack. He's got to get out of it. He is giving away the opportunity for the lead here to Tugi.
He's line dependent, so there you go.
That's the line, but
that's not that inefficient of a solve. But he's behind by a Tetris, and now 1.5.
And while we're here in 18, I might have to do one last photo break.
Go for it.
Last game at CT1.
Do it. Scout pulling double duty here. Love that he gets the chance to be on the mic at the main event. This is a treat. It's not a job. This part is definitely not work. Just the one. It's for the sponsors, you know.
This is it. The final level 29 plus to be played in this game number 5. Decider who's going to walk away into the quarterfinals.
Well, Tetris Time again, flirting at the top. Not going to have a trouble getting us clear, but going to lose more pace to Tugi.
Neck and neck, quick up, and take the towards the top. And honestly, it's not a horrible situation.
There we go. Sometimes you just kind of get out of sync, out of sorts, and I think that's what Tetris Time is feeling right now. Just not at his peak that he was in games 1 and 2. Sometimes, you know, you slap your own leg, you kind of like do your thing with your head, just kind of like get you back into that hyper-focused state. 6-point lead hype for sure. Thank you, Cobra, for no ties. This is nuts. 5,000-point lead at the bottom for Tetris Time coming back. No spoilers, but things are happening in CT1, and we're going to transition on CT2. Tetris Time behind by a Tetris and change. Tugi. 497 transition for Tetris Time, below where he wants to be, but maybe this increase in speed will knock him back in. And Tugi struggling a little bit into 19 with a 558 transition. Interesting solve here, but he's not in scoring position, so Tetris Time takes the lead now. He's ahead 8,000 points. At the top, look at a 766 difference going into transition. We're going to have more close ones. All the barns will be burned here. This is for the top 8 at CTWC 2026. Tetris for Huff with a clean board. Cobra in cleanup mode halfway up. All the muscles are clenched. All the nerves. The last 2 spots of the top 8 are at stake. 1 Tetris lead for Huff with a clean board. Cobra about to get clean with 1 more slime. There we go. At the bottom, 2 lead Tetris. I told you Tetris Time needed that 19 jolt. He is back in it.
Oh my goodness, Chris. I love how close all these games are. I can't wait to see how this ends. Huff a little bit high. Does Huff have the stuff? One more time. Is Cobra looking to bite?
These players are excelling at 19.
Is Tetris Time looking for his time?
Oh, okay. Well, that might have been on purpose.
Yeah, it's a classic Tetris Time stack. And he gets the perfect piece for it.
Oh, my goodness.
Tugi in striking distance, gets a Tetris down now, only half a Tetris.
Oh, they're just going to go back and forth trading.
Cobra waits for the dependency. There it is. Tetris for Cobra, down just 1.5 Tetrises. Now just down less than a Tetris. Huff gets a Tetris back.
Oh.
Tetris Time, you can see the focus. All these players locked in. I think he just said, come on, come on. He wants this top 8 repeat.
Oh, Huff is just pressing onward and upward. 2 Tetris lead now. Cobra keeps making little mistakes here and there, and they're starting to add up. Tetris Time ahead. 1,000,000 points for Tetris Time. With a little bit of cleanup, though. Gets it done.
And here we go. Level 29 is coming.
Huff fills in the double wide well and nails a Tetris. 1,000,000 points for Huff.
Tetris Time navigating. Oh my gosh, he's passed up on a Tetris. I think he knows it. He does get the long bar, fortunately.
There we go, Tugi.
Trying to get a Tetris Time will be the first to get to level 29. Perfect skim to get in position. He wants a clean board state. 1 more Tetris and a line. Okay, and this Tetris will get him in.
There we go, 1,000,000.
This is it. Everything on the line here.
Perfect low board, building up. 2 Minos short on the right. Takes some safety.
This is not a good stack. He gets a good square for the left. Oh, gets that
Oh,
piece over.
nicely done.
Fills out the left, just playing it safe.
But yeah, I mean, you're using your runway. You're ahead.
Yeah, Tugi has more time in hand, so he is perhaps ahead in pace here.
And one last time, Cobra with 1,000,000 points. Everybody with 1,000,000 in game 4.
And
5.
Tugi immediately smashes down 2 Tetrises, but a misdrop. And
Huff
TetrisTime is
hangs
in a
the
little bit
tee.
of trouble. TetrisTime in trouble, needs to get this down. Needs
Looks
a long
good.
bar.
Looks good. Get something right.
Where's the long bar? Takes a skim, takes a
Very
double.
good.
Crucial
Got it.
long bar.
Triple.
Another crucial long bar. Thank you so much for the $80 contribution, Nicola. And TetrisTime, or Tugi
Oh my
in
goodness,
position.
he's only ahead by a half. TetrisTime and Tugi
Tugi
going
takes
back
the
and
lead.
forth.
Cobra playing his heart out. He's down 2.5 Tetrises.
He's ready.
Oh
Knocks
no!
it down, but hangs the tee.
He's going to
Hangs
need
the
a
L.
5-tap here. Where's the 5-tap? Gets the 5-tap, but misdrops on the right. Gets the long
Tugi,
bar for the right.
9,000 point difference at the bottom. These two,
Cobra fighting for his
battling.
tournament life.
they both are
Everybody is playing all out here. Huff, in
playing
position for
your
a
hearts
Tetris.
out, leaving it all on the matrix. Here they go. 40. This is, oh my goodness.
Tugi trying to clean this up. He's in the
TetrisTime
lead.
ready. Literally, they could
Oh, no.
be tied.
Cobra needs something for the right. He needs to survive this.
Tetris
oh, no.
for TetrisTime. 160 point lead for a moment.
And Cobra tops out. Huff
Huff's
is
gonna
going to the
advance,
top
but
8.
back at the bottom. Tugi ahead by under a Tetris, trying to clean up.
And
TetrisTime.
Huff's mom connects.
Boom! Tetris for TetrisTime. Look at the difference.
Oh my
5,000
goodness.
points.
But Tugi has more time in hand. Tugi is ahead in pace.
TetrisTime needs a line, gets it.
But his board is falling apart. He's not going to be able to cash in as many of these Tetrises.
He's going to play one off the bottom with only 2 levels to go.
He's going aggressive.
Ready.
That was an
He's
aggro
ready.
move, but he
He
misdrops.
needs it. He needs
going all
it.
into the Tetris.
Oh, he hangs it.
One more Tetris for Tugi. This is a drought. And there it is!
Tugi!
Tugi in the top 8!
Tugi! Tugi completes the reverse sweep.